Hello everyone, I am CA Pratiksha Pai and I welcome you all to this video where we will discuss how the government has yesterday slowly sneaked in a tax relief for about 1/3 of the taxpayers to the tune of 3,500 crore rupees. Though there were no changes in the tax slabs nor were there any big tax relief announcements, still the government found a very smart way to provide relief to small taxpayers as well as reduce the burden on income tax department and tax professionals. As the FM had rightly announced one day before, the theme of this budget was welfare of youth, poor, farmers and women, and the tax relief really provided a good tax relief to the small and honest taxpayers. So, coming to the point, the government has decided to withdraw old disputed direct tax demands up to the extent of 25,000 rupees till the FY 2009-10 and up to the extent of 10,000 rupees from FY 10-11 to FY 2014-15. So let's see how this announcement can provide relief to you and me. Let's dive in. So see, there were a whole lot of tax dispute cases going on and on for years together with no end in sight, and now this interim budget has provided a relief for such small cases. So the government said that okay yaar, chalo, these are small amounts, let us not put our money, efforts and a lot of going back and forth for these small amounts, and let us shake hands and say that okay, maaf kar diya. As a small background, if you know, a whole lot of cases are just going on and the income tax department is also under a lot of pressure, and there is no point in fighting for these small cases either for the taxpayer or for the income tax department as well. So the government said okay, let us see some threshold where the amount is not considered as highly considerable or highly material, and let us make a truce. So the FM mentioned that there were a whole lot of cases, some dating as far back as 1962, where many of you and I weren't even born, and these cases were like very petty cases, non-verified, non-reconciled and small issues here and there. And what has happened that these cases have remained in the books of these taxpayers, which have caused anxiety to all these honest and small taxpayers. Also, more than anxiety, what it has caused is that whatever subsequent refunds were to come to these taxpayers, those got adjusted against these disputed demands. So basically what happened, that there was maybe a demand for say 13,000 in the year say 2009, and the tax assessee told that no, this is not correct, and it became a disputed demand. So the income tax department said you have to pay 13,000 extra tax, and the assessee said no, and it was a dispute. Somewhere in the year 2012-13, say the assessee had a refund of say around 20,000. So what the tax department used to do, you have a refund of 20,000 and a demand of 13,000. We will adjust it and give you only 7,000 for now until that dispute is settled. So in a way, the subsequent refunds were getting hindered, and that is why the government said okay, enough is enough. There are a whole lot of cases, how many? More than 1 crore such cases, which are not of a material amount, and simply the time is also wasted for even the tax department, for even tax professionals who have to sit and break their heads for these small amounts, which may be lesser than even the tax professionals' fees. So finally it was concluded that we want to somehow help the small taxpayers for being so honest and paying their taxes and filing their tax returns. So let us give them this relief, that disputed direct tax demands, they have not spoken about indirect tax cases, but disputed old direct tax demands up to the extent of 25,000 till FY 2009-10 and up to the extent of rupees 10,000 from FY 10-11 to FY 14-15 will be withdrawn. The FM mentioned that this announcement or this withdrawal of these small cases will benefit 1 crore small taxpayers. Now a very interesting thing to note over here is that in the President's speech, Honorable Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji mentioned that a decade ago India had 3.25 crore tax filers. And if this announcement is going to benefit 1 crore taxpayers, which it is also for the 1 decade back cases, even 25,000 up to 2009-10 and up to 10,000 for up till the year 2014-15. So if we see of 1 decade back, 1 crore taxpayers getting benefited out of the 3.25 crores who would have filed at that point of time. So it is benefiting almost 1/3 of the taxpayers at that point of time. So of course this is a huge positive boost to those honest taxpayers who have been filing their returns right from then and even in the recent times, but who couldn't get refunds because of those past disputed demands. So now what has happened, another thing, now you will say, okay, 1 crore taxpayers ho gaya. What is the amount of this entire exercise? What is the government foregoing for the sake of small taxpayers? So let me tell you, the number of these small cases is estimated to be somewhere above 1 crore, and the revenue foregone by the government because of taking this decision is to the tune of rupees 3,500 crores. So in a way, this has been a positive boost to provide that impetus to the honest small taxpayers who have been filing their returns from a very long time. So with the government now withdrawing these demands, the taxpayers can file their returns and get those refunds what are due to them. So basically this one-liner statement which the Honorable FM mentioned in her budget, saying that disputed old direct tax demands up to the tune of 25,000 rupees till the year FY 9-10 and up to the extent of 10,000 rupees from FY 10-11 to FY 14-15 being withdrawn has so many consequences. 1 crore taxpayers getting benefited, up to 3,500 crores of an impetus in this direction, more than 1 crore tax disputes being withdrawn. The amount of burden on the income tax department and tax professionals is also being eased over here. So in one withdrawal of these disputed tax demands, the government has hit a lot of areas in a very positive manner. What is your opinion on this? Please let us know in the comments. Thank you.